like most of you know, there isn't, like Wing Chun, a fixed form in Hongkong for the dummy, and we don't really need one. From my experience, when I first started to practice with the dummy, nobody told me how to move, what to do, and stuff like that, because when you practice the solo forms, you develop some sort of a sense, and you move naturally according to that feeling. You bridge, right? And then you start feeling and imagining what the other person, the dummy, would actually do. And you just move with it. Now you can see that you use natural techniques hidden in that imaginary situation. Like for example, this is a block, right? You can see this block in Muay Fakuen, in Fu Hok, right? It doesn't have to be exactly like in the form. The form, it's an example. It teaches you is how to maintain certain structure, right? And also how to transfer energy from one pose to the other, from a cat stance to scissors to dragon, right? All of those movements back to cat stance. It's a transform of energy. What? Feel the other person, the dummy, and move. Imagine what he does, and move according to that feeling and to that imaginary state, right? So I block here, I want to move here, and I imagine another hit comes from here, so I'll block. Exactly like in the butterfly palm. See, move here, and then cat stance, block here, then I hit either from here, I can move back one, or either both ends. Block again. You can see this Wing Chun, but we also have in Lao Gakwen a similar move, like this one, right? So it's the same idea, okay? And you can also say it's a combination of two blocks, right? That block you can see in a lot of forms, and this block, same two blocks, only in the same time. We practice here, we block here, and then we open here, but it actually, I practice one block with both hands at the same time, and it looks like that, right? And in Fu Hok you can see it, it's the same thing, like in Gongji, same thing. I'm here, I recognize some sort of a attack coming for me, I can block with the tiger, and I need to feel those things. And that's the way you move. Block here, butterfly palm, 8. Block here, again, 8. Block with the, you can block with the tiger, move to the side like, you don't have to be close-minded and use exactly what you use in the form. You can change things. You can use one idea that you move, and then use a different hit, like tiger, to the ribs, and then block again, break. It's a break, right? You can break here, open again, block again, block and hit. See? And this movement you can recognize it also in Gongji, Fu Hok. Depends in the range you're at. For example, that kind of a hit, I can use it. It will be much shorter, right? Because I'm very close. But I have to maintain structure and feel the energy. I don't want to go stand like that because there's no power here, and I will be pushed back. Slowly go deeper, lower, and the body structure is a bit forward, like in dragon stance. I hit, and I just don't go all the way back, all the way in. Little bit shorter. You can use almost every technique that are suited for close range combat, and just blow with it. You have to remember that when you use the tiger technique, for example, you use the forearm a lot. We have that kind of a block here. You sink, you drop. You can go up like in full hook, right? You have this bong sao, they call it in Wing Chun. We have it. We have that technique and we use it. Now we do it in dragon stance or arrow stance, depends. But you can also do it in a cat stance because the situation calls for it, and that's the idea. Don't have to be exactly like in the form. The main idea of Kung Fu is to use what is needed in the moment. So, for example, we say we don't high kick a lot in Southern styles, but the main principle, the main goal is that you do whatever works. So, if a high kick works and can knock the opponent down in the current situation, then I'll use it because that's the main idea. Do what works. Like a bong sao will work in a horse stance or in a cat stance. In this, and I need it in this current situation, then that's what I'll do. I don't have to do it exactly like in the form. Use that natural movement. The test is if you can use your Kung Fu naturally. That's the idea. It's supposed to feel natural. Now I can see openings, and I can see attacks from many directions. And I block. The way I see it, that's it. Before, box out like in full hold. Now, like in Gong Jing, right? Move, go out. Go out. He blocked me, I push. I move his block and go in. Right? Like, again, like in Gong Jing. Block here, we have that talked about before. That, right? That technique. So I use the forearm, open, like in full hog. I move to the side, I block again, and I that's kind of the main idea. Comment, ask questions, and everything you want, and have a good day.